Hello, we are Sornia. We are here to once again give you some guidance, hopefully encouragement, but also encourage you to be aware, to be vigilant, to continue to take care of yourselves. And our message today will not be of any great length or take you down a path of too much intensity, maybe, but we are here to give you encouragement for the coming times as we see it here. That is not to say that it is bad, it is still quite good, but we want to explain to you what your role is during this time, what it may appear to you. Again, each of you has your own perspective, but how it may be appearing and what you will want to do for yourselves, for your families, friends, community, to help stabilize the light, divine light and love, the divine, the truth of that to come through. This is what is happening. The outcome is always one of goodness. To use a commonly used term in your world, love always wins. Understand what love means and know that love always wins. So that brings us to what we want to share with you. If love always wins, then fear, which is the opposite of love, or hate, doesn't win. It debilitates. It limits you. It can teach you many things, but now is not the time to indulge your lower emotions, we'll call them. Those emotions that tether you so much to a more limited expression of the divine, a very limited expression of the divine. You are divine beings. Everything and everyone on your planet has been created by this divine source. You have that spark within you. That is the truth of who you are. You have come to a place in your evolution that it is required for your continual growth and evolution that you become grounded in that truth of who you really are, that you are a sovereign being, that you are divine, and you are an expression of that love. Call it God's love, Creator's love, but you are that. So, when you look at the world around you with its darkness, because there is much darkness, when you look at that and you fear it, you feed it. You give it more power. You let that become the controlling force. It amplifies and it grows. Being vigilant of your own emotional state. Where are your thoughts? What are you feeling? Where does fear come creeping in or knock you over, depending on what kind of fear it is? And manage that fear. Now is not the time to lose faith. Now is not the time to believe that all is lost. It may look dark, but it is always darkest before dawn. To use another one of your expressions, remember that. You may have to go through some difficult times. You may feel doubt. But your feeling doubt momentarily does not set you back. It is your believing the doubt, believing the fear, believing what is coming at you externally as having power over you, and you believing that it has power over you that then increases its ability, this force, to have power over you and limits you in expressing the truth of who you really are. We have spoken to this topic very much in the recent months. Why? Why? Because it is now that you must, in order to fulfill the role that you took on in human form, each of you hearing this message, that role you took on, it's time now for you to embrace it, feel it, be it. For the future is in the hands of those who speak truth, who are love, who know without a doubt that God is in charge, God or the divine creator, however you see it, that is in you, and you are in this reality that you call earth momentarily. It seems like a long time for many of you, but you're here momentarily. It is not your forever home. It's not meant to be your forever home. You are there on earth with many other light workers or light beings, star seeds. You have different terms to use. We don't adhere so much to terms as we do to the vibration and the frequency of who you are. Remember that. Find it if you cannot find it. When you are faced with a fear, pull yourself back. Ask for guidance. Ask to know the truth. Ask to feel the truth of who you are. It's in your hands. We cannot tell you what to do, how to do it. Well, maybe we can guide you as to how to do it, but you may have a better way than what we suggest. Don't limit yourselves to what we have shared with you. Explore it for you. Use that creative intelligence that is part of the divine, of God, that is in you. Use that. Use that to find your anchor. Be that. Shine that out. You don't need to fight against anything. You need to shine that truth of who you really are, of what your role is. Know that. Shine that out to the world, in your community, with others. Do that, and that is how you will help to anchor in this light, this great awakening that you are calling it. Is it easy? Of course not. But choose. You are choosing every moment where you place your attention. You are choosing what to believe. You are in charge. Because you are a sovereign being, know that through and through. The coming times may have much to help to create doubt for you. That is why it is time to unite with others. Find a way, even if it is one other in your community. Join, come together. Find ways of coming together that you increase your light. Be there for each other. Enough of this world that says me first. I have to cover my butt first. I know you use another term, but just for those more sensitive, we'll use butt. But that was to make you laugh, hopefully. This is what is changing, that you live in community with each other. That is what most of you want. But you have to look at yourselves. What are you doing? How are you living now in community? That will be tested. It already has been. How to separate you. Is that what you want? Do you want to be afraid to speak your truth for fear of being ostracized, harmed? There's nothing that can harm you. But why are you not speaking your truth? Now is the time. We know that it isn't easy to always know what your best actions can be. We also know that being in human form, you have certain barriers to the understanding that you have when you are not in human form. But this time is coming to an end. You are going home in an essence, this ascension. You are expanded already, but you will be expanding more. And what is happening is you are knowing the truth of your divine existence, the eternal you, the unconditional love and acceptance for everyone and everything. Practice it. Practice loving that which you find difficult to look at. Practice loving what you fear. How do you do that? That's your work to figure out. Sit with it. Ask for help. You will receive it. Don't beg. Know that we are there. It is a very important time. You are all in place, so to speak, to be the anchors for this great awakening, this light to come through. It is coming through. You can't always see it. That which is not a vibrational match, what you call evil, needs to be revealed always. That will always be truth forever and ever. Because you have free will, you need to be able to see both good and evil, if you will. We don't really define things in terms of good and evil, but you do. We see everything as experience, and we've talked about that with you. But know you have free will to choose what you see, how you see it, how you perceive it, and what you're going to do with it. Vigilance, attention to what you are experiencing and how you are experiencing your world at this time is vitally important for you to know what your next moves are. What do you need to do? Where do you need to go to help others? How do you stand in your truth? What's important? What is there for you to speak on, and what is there for you to be quiet on? When and how? All of that is going to be accessed by you moment by moment. Whether it be situations that are occurring in your world, in your nation, in your community, your family, or your personal life with friends and others. Be vigilant. Be aware. Care for yourself. But now is not a time for becoming, you say, weak. We would agree. You are all brave souls. You chose to be in this timeline on earth at this time for the fact that you knew you could assist, you knew that you could help, you knew that you would be part of a movement of light beings, star seeds, and hold on to that. You don't need to know how everything will unfold. Know you are part of this unfolding. But you are necessary, each of you, a necessary piece of the puzzle. That is all we have. Hopefully we have given you something to feel encouraged. Moving forward, reach out to us. We will be there to guide you, but choices are being made by you. Your roles are all very important. We don't decide, you decide. Remember that. We love you very much. We are here for you. We are Sornia. Goodbye.